Good evening. My name is Bishop James Walker, and I'm the presiding bishop of the 7th Episcopal District of the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church, and I want to share with you for a little while about Decision 2020. I elected to come to you at nighttime, and the reason for that is because we have maybe 23 days at the time of this recording before the election takes place. We have just a few days less than that before the census takes place. So in reality, for all points of concern as it relates to Decision 2020, my brothers and my sisters, it's nighttime. It's nighttime as it relates to the census because it ends on October the 31st. We have to make sure that everybody that has not been counted is counted. We don't have many more days. We have precious little time, but guess what? What matters to those persons who are not counted is also precious. And it's up to those of us who know better to do better. So let's help persons who aren't registered for the census to get counted. We do that because it brings money to the communities that needs it. It puts the money where the census puts money where the numbers are, not necessarily where the need is. And therefore, if we make the need be reflected by the numbers, we can get the money to go where the need is. We also need to get people registered for the census because redistricting takes place after the census. And that means that it's possible for some of our states to lose representatives in the House simply because we failed to get people counted. It's possible that we could be pushed, I will say, to legislative or political oblivion by not allowing ourselves to be recounted through that process called redistricting, not allowing ourselves to be counted. It's important. It's nighttime as it relates to voting. 50% of Americans don't vote. They say that they sometimes don't have a reason to vote. I'm going to say in Decision 2020, the candidates that are running, from those who are at the top of the ticket all the way to the bottom of the ticket, this country is so divided that right now, every issue that you could possibly care about, or me could possibly care about, is represented on that ballot in those persons who are running for the various offices. If you care about education, my brother, my sister, it's on the ballot. If you care about the economy, jobs, COVID-19, healthcare, racial equality, whatever your concern may be, it's on the ballot. And the last thing that you need to listen to, the last word that you need to allow to enter your consciousness is to entertain a know-nothing who will suggest to you that we shouldn't vote because we don't have anything to vote for. Finally, I will say to you that Decision 2020 is a nighttime decision because a lot of us have fears of the darkness. Many of us do. Darkness will come to play as it relates to this election because there will be voter suppression. This week, I was approached in the hotel that I had stayed in for 3 days. Give us your driver's license, give us your name, tell us your room number. You look like a threat. We need to know who you are for security reasons. I gave them no information because I had done nothing to violate or to suggest that I was a problem for anybody's security except bring my computer and my charger down to a station and work in the same place every day. The only concern I represented for them, the only security threat, was because they were uncomfortable with the color of my skin. Voter suppression takes place for people of color, whether you're a conservative or whether you're liberal. And guess what? We are going to be a people of courage this year in order to exercise our vote. We're going to have to do it because, in the words of the former president of the NAACP, Dr. Brock, she said, courage will not skip this generation. I will say to you that courage shall not skip our generation, because in spite of voter suppression, we will walk through every wall, every barrier, every obstacle, and we will make certain that our voice, which is our vote, is counted, and we will make certain that people are registered for the census, and we will not give in to the apathy of those persons who are saying don't vote because there is no reason to vote. God bless you and God keep you. And remember, it's nighttime, but when we vote, we will have a good night. God bless you and keep you.